Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, Patagonia Bush Trip Leg 4. You probably just saw in fast motion me loading in, finding out that the navlog was blank, which basically means it hasn't registered properly from the previous leg. I went back and did a little trick that you can find on my channel somewhere, solved bush trip not registering, where you just start the leg again, teleport to the end, land, and it registered again for leg 4. This is leg 5, I'm sorry to say. I think I said 4. So I've got my navlog back again, it looks like. So that's good. Let's hope this isn't a completely scuffed save file now, but we shall do leg 5 and see how we go. So we're going to need to take off and pretty much turn directly behind us. Here we go. Gain a bit of height, get ready to come back around. There we go, we can start turning, I think. So, we want 269 for 4 minutes 39. For some reason the purple's saying 276, so well, maybe I'll stick to that for the time being, see what happens. Alright, we're going to Punta Moro. Once in the air, head west and make your way along the southern shoreline ahead of you. When the shoreline ends, make your way across the water to the rocky outcropping on opposite shoreline. Punta Moro. Oh, now it wants 269. Good. So it was just taking me back to the airport, I think. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully we've tricked the game into actually registering this properly. Yet again, yet another bush trip, yet another bug. Get our flaps up now. Get a little bit more height so that I'm above most of the mountains. Rocky outcropping, huh? Well, I can see an outcropping from the distance. Is that 5 minutes away? Or is that much further? When the shoreline ends, make your way across the water. I'm thinking this rocky outcrop is behind these mountains that I'm heading towards. Look at those mountains, aren't they good? Aren't they pretty? Aren't they beautiful? There's that ridiculously named runway. Beautiful. I love it. Alright, I think we can probably level off now. Try not to burn out the engine. Get back on course. Guess that might be the rocky outcropping just in front of us there. We're about halfway there, according to the clock. Wow, look at this lake. It's so huge. So much water just sitting here. And it'd be pristine fresh water. Fucking hell. Look at that mountain over there. It's gigantic. The Andes are beautiful. Oh, so that rocky up, rocking there. Aim my nose at it. Must be Punta Moro. All this fresh water, and there isn't just cities upon cities upon cities on the shoreline. It's amazing. How has that come about? Must just be too cold up here or something for people to live. I just don't know why. So the fact that this rocky outcropping has a name, does it mean people visit it? Is there a road to it? It doesn't look like it yet at this point. Maybe there's a little road there on the shore? Not sure, so to speak. Yeah, I think that's a road. So people must visit. This must just be like a national park or something you can visit. That does sort of look like a road along the shore there, doesn't it? Could be just beaches. I think the algorithms put a house there even. Maybe it's like a visitor's center or something. There we go. All right, next turn. 286 for 6 minutes and 19 seconds. Good old 286. Intel. I'm back in the day, reset our clock. Alright, we're heading to the opposite shoreline. Continue northwest along the shoreline and the mountainside. Make your way to the end of the shoreline. You know what? If that was a road, it's gone. So yeah, maybe not. Just a little beach there. Fascinating. The thing has a name, but no one visits it. Except by air, maybe. Okay, back to 286. Forget what a 286 had, but I mean, if you had a 286 PC, it probably had, what, 16k RAM or something? 32k RAM? Just ponder that for a second. Just ponder that for a second. These days we have 32 gigabytes of RAM as pretty much bare minimum. And people ran computers and played games, including flight simulators, although maybe 286 was a bit early. Certainly by the time of the 386 and the 486, there were games like Chuck Yeager's and the original Microsoft Flight Sim that were running on computers that probably had RAM in the Ks. And hard disks probably in the Ks. If that, it all ran on floppy disks. A 3 1/4 inch floppy disk was 1.4K. That's kilobytes. And you had these double-sided ones that with 2.8, I think. I think there was some that were even like 3 something, but Jesus. Oh my god, we were happy if we had a double-sided floppy disk. My goodness. That double 2.8K. You could put so much more on. Fuck, what a world we live in. And now we're in the future. You know, the model of the back wheel of this plane just was probably 2.8K. Well, we've done 2.25 minutes, 2.5 minutes almost. We've still got 4 to go. While we enjoy this amazing view. Looks like, what's going on over here? Like just different kind of vegetation. It almost looks like wool. Someone's put a quilt down over the ground. Maybe it's millions upon millions of alpacas. Amazing. Kind of like we've got a river coming down out of the mountain there that's splitting into a bunch of estuaries and things. Probably using that word wrong, but I don't know what to describe it. There's just river bits all over the place there, it looks like. I love these plains on mountains here with these sort of grassy plateaus. They're just, you know, can you imagine just going up there and having a run around? Natural grass. Oh, it'd be lovely. Alright, we've got about a minute 20 seconds to go. We're nearly at the opposite shoreline as requested. We are over revving. I don't know why. What's changed? Nothing. There we go. Stay around 89. Welcome to opposite shoreline. We should be turning. Come on, purple line. Purple line. It is your destiny to change, purple line. You definitely should have changed by now, purple line. There we go. 265 for 2 minutes 30. Alright, let's reset our clock. And this time we're heading to shoreline. Fly west across the water to the opposite shoreline. Not exactly tourist central here. On your left you will see a shoreline. On your right you will see the opposite shoreline. I mean, we're past the shoreline. This purple line, it's having a laugh. It's not matching up with the instructions at all, as always. But we need to respect it. It seems to be more accurate than the instructions. I honestly think perhaps the instructions are out of order here, because we are going to end up where the next one's suggesting we need to go. This should have turned ages ago. Although, well, you know, we haven't hit 2 minutes 30 yet, so... we're just gonna have to have faith in the headings and the ETEs and the purple line and wonder what on earth these instructions have been smoking. Now we're turning. Okay, so 281 for 2 minute 45. Reset our clock. Try not to crash into this mountain. Punta Latitude. Follow the shoreline to its northernmost point. Punta Latitude. Yes, ma'am. Getting blown around a bit here, I have to say. I mean, you'd just assume this was the sea, right? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong about this being a lake? What a nice mountain. You're a nice mountain, aren't you? There, who's a good boy then? Who's a good boy? So, this must be Punta Latitude coming up below us, with its little island just off it. It looks very flat and square. Why are you so square? Have you been man-tampered with? Well, that's just some relic of the algorithm. I think it might just be a relic of the algorithm. It's not recognizing all the water. How bizarre. Alright, turning now, 271 for 3 minutes 52. And keeping with the theme of the trip, far shoreline. Continue northwest across the water and past the mountainous island sitting in the channel up ahead. Make your way over to the shoreline beyond. Make your way northwest to the shoreline on the opposite shore. Again, I think it's going to be over here more likely. We're going for 271 for nearly 4 minutes. We're already at the far shoreline. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Still no sign of civilization, which is good and bad. Good in the sense that I'm very happy that this is untouched nature and looks fantastic, but bad because, you know, I like to see what the algorithm likes to pop up with strange buildings and whatnot. I'm glad there's no civilization IRL, but in the game, come on, give us some skyscrapers or a futuristic city or something. Just for the hell of it. And I keep waiting for someone to do that. It seems to me that the algorithm that does the buildings, which sort of tries to make them look like buildings of the area, a few tweaks of that and you could say, hey, I wanted more skyscrapers, or I want it to look like something out of Blade Runner, or whatever. You could absolutely just, with a mod, and probably a fairly simple one, a few changes to that algorithm, and you could have Microsoft Flight Simulator 3022. Here's hoping they do that. I'd do it myself if I had any idea about how any of that works, which I don't. I think it's blackshark.ai that does the buildings. And you just know they've played with those settings, you know. Make the buildings taller, make the buildings higher, make them look like steel and chrome and glass, you know. Another minute before the turn, so when it said far shoreline, it meant this, you know, the shoreline on the other side of the land. I wonder how many billions of tons of water this is. Trillions, zillions of tons of water. It's so much water. And again, I think it's a lake. I think we're in a lake, not the sea. I might be wrong about that. We definitely, yeah, I just don't know. Alright, we've turned, have we? 264 for 226. Alright, reset our clock. And we're heading to Isla Dawson. Head west across the water to shoreline opposite Isla Dawson. Is that an island there? I guess it is. Can't quite see the other side. Perhaps it's surrounded by water. I guess it is if it's an island. When the plane's here at this angle, it looks like an angry man, or woman, I guess, with very close together eyes and a very stern but large mouth. Those are the angry eyebrows, these are the eyes, big nose and a mouth. And once you see that, you're not going to be able to unsee it. Also, the front of the plane is very happy, or kind of surprised. Happy and surprised all at once. The shit you notice when you're editing these things. Anyway, back to angry plane. There we go. We should be turning fairly soon. We have arrived at the island and we've been flying for the requisite amount of time. Come on, Purple. Purple line. Just wanted to be sung to. Okay. 318 for 3 minutes 13. Look at the colour on this mountain. I think it's just probably when it was photographed, but this is actually shade rather than actually being blue, but alright, reset our clock. Isla Wickham. Skirt your way around the shoreline to the northwest and make your way to a small island sitting just off the coast of the bay in the distance. Keep going past the other island in the near distance and to the shoreline further beyond, Isla Wickham. Okay, will do. What island in the bay? What you talking about, game, huh? You're talking nonsense and rubbish. We're heading to that island over there, I guess, is Isla Wickham. We're back to these instructions not making any sense whatsoever. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it didn't reset properly. It didn't, as mentioned, the navlog was blank when I first started. I had to redo leg 4 using the teleport hack. And now we've just... these instructions are bizarre. Anyway, we should be turning soon. Still over the same island as far as I can see. This is not even an island, it's connected over there. Well, we should have turned by now, but we haven't, so we shall trust in the Perpule that it knows what it's doing. There we go, we've changed turn now. I don't know why, what that means, what's going on. It's all a bit confusing, really. Alright, 339 for 3 minutes 38. Isla Dawson. Head north once more and hook your way around the large mountain in the distance. Oh yeah? Before making your way to the north of Isla Wickham before flying northwest across the water. This is what we're doing now. The shoreline beyond once again belonged to Isla Dawson. I assume that was the large mountain back there they're talking about? This doesn't line up at all. No large mountains here. Any larger than the ones around it. It's all very confusing, I have to say. On the march to war. So it previously says Isla Dawson. Then we flew over Isla Wickham. And now we're at above, I think this must be Isla Wickham then. And then it's saying the shoreline ahead belongs to Isla Dawson. Wait, what? So this is the same island as back there? It's possible, I suppose. It's a gigantic island then. And it's basically wraps around another island. Strange. Strange is possible, but I do not believe it. Telling me that that is the same island as that one in the background there. I mean, it does all connect, I guess, in theory. And it's at one big island. Wow. Wow. No one living here though, as big as it is. Nobody wants you, island. Nobody loves you. You get to live all by yourself, all alone. You lucky bastard. Alright, we should be turning pretty soon. We have hit the shoreline of Isla Dawson. But as always, we wait for the purple to guide us. There it goes. 322 for 422. Reset our clocky walkies. Isla Dawson, Bahia Fox. Continue northwest. As you follow the shoreline, you should see in the distance a bay by a hilly outcropping. Yes? Make your way to the bay. Sitting by the dock of the bay. Isn't it lovely? Are we heading towards civilization? Could it be that there's civilization up ahead? We shall soon find out. There certainly isn't any right here. A whole lot of nothing when it comes to humanity here. This is fantastic. Giant plane. Plane, as in the rains in Spain. You'd think would be probably pretty fertile soil, surely, with a lake. Assuming it is a lake. Even if it isn't, and it's the sea, which I'm not sure it is. Plenty of rivers around here. There's plenty of mountains to supply those rivers. Another minute until we're at the bay, the Bahia Fox. Alright, we should turn any second now, but of course it's up to the purple, which seems to be set to different timings than what I have been told. There we go. Alright, 3:44 for 2 minutes 20. There we go, reset our clock. Isla Dawson Lagoon, just a little distance inland from here, northeast of the bay, is a road running north. A road? The road will take you north past another bay, this time that of a lagoon with a small circular island at the centre. What you talking about, Willis? I don't see no lagoon, although it's, you know... Well, it's meant to be close, 2 minutes 20. I don't think this is correct. Not exactly seeing a road either. Lagoon, a small circular island. I see nothing. Well, this is going to be terribly interesting, I can tell you. Okay, alright, well looking at the VFR map, we are in the right area. I don't know what it's talking about with the lagoon. I just thought maybe this was just totally scuffed, but no. The airport is going to be over here somewhere, I think. I'm not seeing this circular island and lagoon though. Or the road, for that matter. I think I should be on the other side there, maybe. Alright, there we go. So 338, 327. River Bridge. Keep following the road north. Is that a road there? I don't think so. Keep following the road north. Eventually the road will cross paths with a river running east to the shoreline. I'm just not seeing a road. I think this must have been that bay with the circular island over here. There's probably a road over here somewhere and a river. This is a river going east. But we're just crazily off the directions. Here, I'm going to keep following the purple line because it's generally more accurate than what the directions say. But it's only a matter of time before something leads us astray in one of these legs. Time to lose a bit of height, I think. We're not going to need it. Yeah, I really think it thinks we're over here. Well, the instructions think we're over here, but I've been following the headings and the purple line, which are in agreement with one another. There's probably a road there that we can't see, and that's a river there, so there's probably a bridge there, maybe? Because, yeah, we're just going to head up over the water here. There's no river bridge here. And we should be turning reasonably soon. There we go, 350 for 1 minute 57. And we're heading for Almirante Schroeder's Airport. Continue to follow the road, it will lead you to your next airport. Which I know from the VFR is here, which is that there. So this thing really has taken us on a very bizarre direction, so I am just going to head over there and find the airport and ignore this ridiculous purple line. Does it show up on here? Yeah, there it is. Heading directly towards it. It's an actual concrete runway. 2 of them, in fact, according to the picture. And yet, look, there's just nothing here. Where are the people at? Where are we then? Not really making it out yet, but I think it's there. Well, it is there on the VFR map. GPS thing. That's vid, but it's smaller than I think it is. Looks quite big on the picture, but maybe it's just a tiny little thing. I don't think that can be it, judging by the picture, because there's a lake next to one of the runways. Oh yeah, maybe it is, maybe it is. And then at the end of the runway there's another lake. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, we have actually got a road underneath us, at least. Wonder where that river bridge was, over there maybe. Alright, let's start slowing down so we can get our flaps down. What does this airport serve? It's definitely a runway. Oh, I see where the other runway is. It's along here. Right, okay. Well, we're taking the shorter one. We are but a little plane. A tiny itsy bitsy plane. Alright, get our flaps down. Enjoy the serenity for a bit. Trim back up a bit to make life a bit easier. Well, we're coming in alright. Just very, very slowly. Meanwhile, I've got bug splutter on my windshield here. I thought it was my monitor. But it's not. Oh, the poor buggies got killed. Little town over to the right. Oh, interesting. 500. Alright, we're not quite going fast enough. Give her a bit of power. Try not to land it in the water. Okay, I think we're good. We're looking okay. Alright, actual not too bad landing for once. Watch it not register now because of all of that. It's going alright. Well, it accepted it. We'll see tomorrow whether the navlog is empty or not. We'll have to do this one again, but we'll see. We shall see. And that'll be trip leg 6 on the Patagonia bush trip in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That'll be tomorrow. This was 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time. Au revoir and goodbye.